Okay, will the game crash? Super Punch. No! Now that's the ability. Good day! Today I'm gonna be using Cheat Engine on Coromon, and today I'm gonna be showing you how to add different abilities on any Coromon. Now a disclaimer, there are different types of abilities. And by that I mean there are flashable abilities and there are non-flashable abilities, and each Coromon has a different flashable ability list. So if you were to add ability that cannot be flashed on the Coromon, that Coromon would be able to use that ability still, but if you were to save and reset, the ability would just be gone. And yeah, with flashable it's actually permanent and it can actually be used and unequipped, and yeah. So yeah, it's like a forced flashing, but you can actually add other abilities if you want. For example, if you want to try some other abilities like I don't know, Super Punch. Let's see, like Waldgar has like Surge Punch or something, like I believe he has, yeah, Super Punch too. So yeah, I mean, if you want to test out abilities like that or just use them for whatever reason, this is how. But this is important for what is to come. So how to add any abilities on any Coromon? Well, first of all, you need a Coromon with at least 2 abilities, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna be using Slither Pin. Hold on, let me actually switch them places. And now I'm gonna be adding 2 abilities on it. I'm gonna add Waldgar's Super Punch, which is not flashable, and Armadillo's, what was it? Concentrate. So yeah, Concentrate can be actually flashed on this snail, and I know that because I looked in the Wikipedia. So just basically go into your browser, type Coromon Wiki, and you can actually just go Coromon and open your Coromon, which is the snake for me, and I can actually see level up skills and then flashable skills, and one of them is Concentrate. So yeah, this is how I know. On Slitherpin, Armadillo's Concentrate and Waldgar's Super Punch, for example. So okay, so so first of all I need to basically find the abilities. So I mean let's turn on the cheat engine, connect this to the game, and now I am gonna select someone with 3 abilities at least, maybe, because more options. Tiger, for example. This Tiger, there we go. 4 abilities, good enough. I'm gonna be trying and catch the second one, the second ability. Abilities cannot be switched places, which is, you know, they go along like they're presented in this skill menu. So yeah, so knowing that, I'm gonna be trying to catch the second slot. So okay, so first scan, it's 4 bytes. I mean, I believe there's no difference. No initial value. First scan, let's disable. Now it's Bolt Bomb in the second slot, and it's gonna be changed value. And now it's, for example, Static Fur, changed value. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to actually close and reopen, you can actually do everything in this menu. So unchanged. Now I mean, you can try and find with 2 abilities only, and I mean it's possible, but just there's one thing. For example, okay, let's say this now going to be changed. For example, if I were to try and catch the 4th slot, and for example I am gonna remove the flame tackle, the game still counts this as flame tackle. But it has noted that there's no ability here, so it has noted that. There is a note for that, but it still remembers the last ability as flame tackle. So keep that in mind, that if you remove, it's not a 0, it's still the same. So yeah. Okay, quad bolt. I mean, I did not change it, so unchanged. Let's actually remove the flame tackle, change it to this one, unchanged. Now it should be changed. Just keep in mind what you're doing, and then you can easily do this. Oh, whoa, 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 no, I misclicked. This one, changed. Now disable, enable, should be unchanged. Still unchanged. Disable. Now it should be changed. And I caught it. I mean, this catching is pretty basic, so I mean, if you get stuck, carefully review the footage, or maybe check out other videos. I mean, for example, I don't know, Repo, for example, a few videos, and there's other videos that I do with unknown initial values. I mean, just basically you use logic. Like for example, it's the last state. Anyways, I won't go too deep into that one. Now, we got the ability, the 2nd slot of Tiger, and it's only for Tiger. It won't be, for example, now a sand ball. It's still a Tiger squad bolt. And I can change it into, for example, a cute pose, and it changes over here too, as you can see. So basically I can type any ability on any slot, which is, yeah, I can actually more honestly show like this. There we go. I don't know the value. Hold on. So I'll copy this, then go in here, paste, refresh. Now we can see actually what happened. So yeah, but it has no effect. I mean, it's SP, it's not individual. So yeah, okay, so we got the ability. It is an ability, I can actually change them and stuff. So now we need to extract from this is to right click, find out who writes to this address, or F6. Yes, attach the debugger, and now we're gonna extract the code that keeps on changing this value. So where do you go? So okay, I'm gonna disable, enable. It's the same code, maybe. No. Hold on. I mean, it should be this one. This one triggered on remove. This one triggered on adding. Let's just see. If it's the correct one, you will recognize it instantly. So let's go show disassembler. And now in the top here, I'm gonna right click and press find out what addresses this instruction accesses. A mouthful. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, yeah, basically, I know I don't say much, but this is the main reason why I can't really do any scripts in this game. Because, yeah. Okay, I mean, this works. This script is the correct. So, okay, I'm gonna explain step by step what happened. Okay. So, this is the correct code. So when I remove an ability from the second slot, this count ticks, as you can see. So this is the correct code. I'm gonna add this to the code list. I can actually rename this part to, I don't know, skill. Okay, and this is like the only code that I can actually save, like confidently. So I can save this, and I can actually save the whole G table. So yeah, and then reuse this. So where are you? There you go. Okay, so this is the code. I actually don't even need to be here. I can actually close this, go into advanced options, and just directly from this code right click, find out what addresses this code writes to. Right here. There we go. And now I can actually try and catch abilities. So let's go into the one that we want. Yeah, it's gonna fill up. Oh, it's gonna fill up. So okay, let's go and catch the snake's abilities. So I'm gonna click the first one. It really lags because it has a bunch of stuff. Okay, so now click around, click abilities, you know. I went here, I clicked abilities, and now I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Select the bottom one just to mark. And now I'm gonna disable the firstest ability. Now I'm gonna scroll down, and as you can see, there's like 8, 7s, and there are 3 and 3. The first numbers. And these two numbers are the both abilities. I'm gonna double click, and I'm gonna show you. As you can see, the last ability was 3, 4. These are 3, 3. So in Coromon, abilities will always be like, the first numbers will always be like 3, 3 or 3, 4. Always, like I haven't gotten like a single different number. So they actually pop out quite a lot in this mess. So yeah, and they are abilities, and I can actually like mark them as this one 1, this one 2. I don't need tiger. Okay, and as you can see, actually I'm gonna, no, I can't die. Okay, so I'm gonna actually remove the first ability, so the drain would be the first ability, and then you will see in the values, there we go, they're both the same. This is why the second slot is not counted as a 0. It just removes a single number, which is if I go into browse this memory region, and in this mess, this is the first ability, this is the second ability, and this is the number that tells it if there is ability. So if I were to actually type 4, you should probably, there we go, both abilities appear. So yeah, it just removes this one number. So yeah, that we got that out of the way. I can actually add poison sting. I have both abilities. I add poison sting, and now I have 3 abilities. Oh my goodness. Yes. If I go into browse memory, I should see, but I don't. Yeah, that's the weird thing. Where's the third ability? Well, I don't see it, sadly. I wanna keep one of these as its own ability, like the ability that he owns right now, currently. Okay, so we can actually just catch any ability from Volgar, and actually this one actually doesn't have a limiter. You can actually add as many as you want. He added these 6 himself, actually, as I caught him. Okay, and now let's actually do the same for him. So I'm gonna, what addresses this code writes to, and now I'm gonna open his abilities, click around, scroll to the bottom, mark the bottom one, disable the firstest, and you can see all of its abilities right here. I just need the first one. Enable. Okay. This should be the first one. So I'm gonna copy and paste. And if I were to see, it doesn't have it. Oh, when I add the third ability. Yes, that might be the case. Okay, I wanna change it back so it wouldn't break the game. Okay, so if you add... Okay, so if you expand the radius of abilities, it needs to relocate again. I mean, I can locate it again. I mean, it's not too biggie. Not too biggie. Let's find them again. Disable. Yep, there we go. They're free, all of them. Okay. So when you expand the ability pool, it actually... Not ability pool, but the limit. It actually requires you to find different type of address. Yes, it's different from these. Okay. Okay. You learn. As you go, you learn. Okay, so this is the first one. The second one. And the third one. I'm not gonna touch the third one. I'm just gonna change this one. If I were to refresh, Super Punch is in the inventory. And now concentrate. Let's catch it real quick. I don't have much time. Okay, concentrate. Click around to the bottom. This. Disable this. The second one. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Okay, double click, copy, paste here, and now the snake should be ready. There we go. It's ready. So I'm gonna actually escape, save. Okay, done. My goodness. Okay, I saved. So the snake has the abilities, and I'm actually gonna test it out. Let's go in battle. And let's see those abilities in work. There we go, and it has the abilities. Damn, this one's expensive. And you can use concentrate, for example, easily. Don't die now. I wanna touch that. I wanna test the super punch. Okay, will the game crash? Super punch. No. Now that's the ability. Yeah, sadly these abilities don't stick, but you could reprogram. I mean, so I just don't know. I know the engine, it's Solara, I believe, or something like that. I just don't know how to open the game file of Solara. Anyways, yeah, I saved it, but of course I saved the game, which is real important, because for example, if you add new abilities and you were to try open and just, check it out, first of all, I mean, these are abilities that I have, and now the game just, yeah, I can actually enable another one, and if I were to save, game crashes because this is the error, and I mean, you need to reprogram. Okay. There we go, it shows. It shows, but it's, it crashes. It's like protection or something. Maybe protection, maybe bad coding, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I just need to close this. Okay. And now I can open. I mean, you can actually delete these addresses, they'll still be reset, and save this whole thing to save this one script or whatever this is. So I have it saved, so I don't need this. I actually don't need the cheat engine anymore. Now, okay, Coromon, let's actually see what's saved. So in this game, very often. Like for example, when I cloned Coromon, when you save and relaunch the game, it actually fixes a bunch of stuff. Like for example, if the IDs are the same, it will make it different. And if your Coromon has some sort of abilities that, you know, the game didn't know, it will add them. So as you can see, my abilities stay, like his own abilities. Abilities that can be flashed stayed, but the abilities that can't be flashed, that are, you know, unique to other Coromon and stuff, those are not. So these are available flashes and these are flashed ones. It will be added as the flashed skill. So yeah, and this is how you like transfer skills or add skills, or yeah. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching.